A summary will tell the important action from the beginning, middle, and end of the chapter. Good idea to start with the chapter itself. This is chapter 10. Quotation marks around chapter titles. Underline book titles. Books are longer, they get underlined, they need a line to hold them up. Chapters are shorter, so they get little wings to help them fly away. That's one way of remembering how to punctuate them. Anne's Apology is the title of chapter 10. We had main characters Anne, Matthew. He's only in the beginning, but this chapter would not have happened without Matthew. Marilla. You will find that when I write the summary, Marilla won't show up very much in the action. However, again, when I just list the characters, she's important because the action wouldn't have happened without her. But in the summary, we don't need to include that. Anne, Matthew, Marilla, and we can't forget dear Mrs. Lynde. And yeah, there might have been a little sarcasm there. What happens? The action. In the beginning, Matthew persuades Anne to apologize to Mrs. Lynde. I could include more detail. Matthew sneaks into Anne's room so that Marilla doesn't realize he is interfering with her methods of bringing up Anne. But that's not really important. The action here is Matthew persuading Anne to apologize. Next action that's important, that would be Anne apologizes. And Mrs. Lynde could have refused to accept the apology, but no, Mrs. Lynde forgives her. So Anne pointing out that what she said was true too about Mrs. Lynde being fat and unkind, rude, didn't make Mrs. Lynde not forgive Anne. Mrs. Lynde recognized that, okay, Anne may have a point. I told you that if you ran out of space after chapter 10, that we would start on a new page. So we will do our summaries for chapter 11 and 12 on a new page. What does that mean? You are going to have to get the next page set up so that after you listen to chapter 11 today, you are going to summarize that with me, and the same thing for after chapter 12 today. We're listening to 2 chapters and summarizing both of them. The good news is you will not have a separate assignment. So be sure that you have your summary for chapter 10 and set up the page across from it. Even if you have space at the bottom, I want us all to keep things in approximately the same spot. So leave the rest of this page blank after your summary for chapter 10. We will begin the page across it with chapter 11.